Alright, this video I'm going to speak about what's required. This is subject to change, but this is what I have so far. This is what I'm going to talk about, what is required to achieve elite status, the highest status in this art. Basically becoming an instructor for this art, Freddy's Modern Kung Fu. So, if you want to achieve the highest level in this art, this is what's expected. Alright, I'm going to go through the male, ages 20 to 29. The exercises: 1 minute sit up, you gotta do 45, at least 45 in 1 minute. 1 minute push up, you gotta do at least 60. 1 minute squat, you gotta do at least 60. 1 minute 1 mile run, you gotta do under 8 minutes. Jump rope, you gotta do at least 5 minutes straight. Squat hold, you gotta hold it for a minute. Arrow hold it for a minute. Cat hold it for a minute. Cross hold it for 30 seconds. Side kick hold it for 30 seconds. Front kick hold it for 30 seconds. L hold it for 6 seconds. One arm push up, you hold it for, one arm push up, you have to do 20 of them. Pull ups, you gotta do 20 pull ups. Handstand push up, you gotta do 15. Bench press, you gotta do at least 1.33 times your weight, 10 reps. So meaning if you weigh 100 pounds, you gotta do 133 pounds at least 10 times. Split, you gotta be 4 inches or less from the ground. Standing over, bent over reach, you gotta have your head touching your knees. Interlock your arms behind you, you gotta have it at least parallel to the ground or higher. So meaning you interlock your arms and you just bring it up until it's parallel with the floor. Alright, so that's just the physical. Alright, if you achieve the physical, that's gotta be recertified every year. You gotta basically be able to perform all that every single year, otherwise you lose that status. Alright, elite, you need to have elite proficiency in all the techniques that I have to share. The punches, kicks, combinations, the parries, the ground tactics, the sparring. You gotta have elite proficiency in all that. You need to have a satisfactory completion of the mental and spiritual training, and Regis certification is not required. So meaning there's gonna be certain things that I need you to, certain books I need you to read, certain movies I need you to reflect on, certain essay questions that you gotta answer, and you gotta basically do all that mental spiritual training. And once you do it, it's not something that you need to be recertified. It's just something, but you have to go through that if you want to reach this elite instructor status that I have, the highest status for this art. Okay, and you also must refrain from taking harmful substances to the body, no matter if it's alcohol, cigarettes, harmful drugs, steroids, enhancements, caffeine, harmful supplements. You gotta refrain from taking all that. Everything's gotta be natural, and you gotta live the healthy lifestyle. You gotta eat healthy, and you just have to represent, to the fullest what I believe, should be a great martial artist. So you have to represent that to the fullest, okay? And that means refraining from any of those types of substances. Alright, so part of the spiritual training I have listed, this is subject to change, but you're going to have to answer what martial arts means to you, the meaning of Kung Fu, answer why you practice martial arts. You have to list like 10 justifiable scenarios when a martial artist would, be justified in using his martial arts techniques to defend himself, and 10 unjustified scenarios of where a martial artist would use his ability to further oppress people. Gotta figure out, tell me the meaning of meditation. Alright, you gotta analyze and interpret the Tao Te Ching. You gotta read the Book of Life by J. Krishnamurti and do a book report on it. Pretty much you gotta read all the Bruce Lee texts. Read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Read The Psychology of Being by Abraham Maslow. Read Osso's Tao Zen Buddha Tantra. State, in the essay form, the positives and negatives of mixed martial arts competition fighting. and basically, watch a couple of movies, maybe Fearless by Jet Li, with starring Jet Li. Do a analyzation of that movie. Yeah, the spiritual training goes on and on. I mean, this might seem like a lot, but I mean, it's nothing. I mean, I went through, I've been reading so many books and constantly bettering myself, as much as I can mentally and spiritually. So this is nothing. So if you're really serious about taking it to the high level in this art, this is what's expected. It's not just about, oh, I know how to fight now, so now I'm the best. No, you got to do the mental and the spiritual to get a good combination of everything to truly represent what I believe martial arts should be. So if you do get to that level, then what will happen is then you'll get you know, you get certified specifically by me, and you would be able to say, hey, I'm certified in Freddy's Modern Kung Fu, and this is what I have to teach, and this is what I have to offer, and you can start teaching people around you, where, wherever you live, and sharing the art with them, alright, and you'd be able to have that status of saying that you reached this level. So now I'm able to understand this art enough in order to share this art with you and try to get you to understand it. And then you can always refer back to me, obviously, with any questions that might come about, anything that you need to, any clarification on. You always have me as a resource to help you understand certain things better, or stuff like that, or help you out, with the people that you're teaching. So, I don't know if anybody's gonna ever reach this level, but at least I'm putting it out there like that. Because some people, a lot of people, they like to progress, and a lot of people, they like goals to be set for them. I'm the type of person, I'm more about setting my own goals and achieving, pushing myself to a higher level individually. But I know there's a lot of other people out there where they're more motivated when somebody else sets that goal for them. So this is what I have done. I don't really like the whole ranking thing, but I like it the way I'm doing it right now, because it's only, it's not constant. Like, you have to keep maintaining and bettering yourself, otherwise you lose your certification. So this is not something where you get black belt and then you just don't train anymore and then you still say that you're a black belt. No, this is like, you have to be recertified every year. You got to keep maintaining and keep taking yourself to another level, and then you could say, then you could represent, the art that I have to share and say, hey, this is what I practice, and this is my this is my instructor, this is who I learned from, and this is a video-based thing. But to tell you the truth, I mean, there's a lot that could be done through online and through videos and through emails and through phone conversations, where you could really take yourself to a higher level in the martial arts. And like I said in the prior video, that's what Bruce Lee did to me, and he wasn't even living. So to tell you the truth, there's so much that you could learn. We could learn, so much that I could share to you through videos and through email and stuff like that could really take you to a higher level. And the only thing you really need is just somebody to work with, somebody to train with, someone you can spar with, and you just use them as a training tool, and you will, pretty much get to the level that you want to get to, and you will be able to know how to defend yourself, and you will get a deeper understanding of the martial arts. This is just the beginning. There's so much more out there, so many more books, so many more videos that you can learn from. But just make sure that you learn from the right person, someone that has, that's wise. Okay, don't be learning from somebody who's promoting you to be violent and promoting you to be competitive. Someone that's promoting you just to be a bully. That's not who you should learn from. Maybe you could learn the techniques from them and just learn how to whatever. Maybe they might be good at certain techniques. You might want to learn that from them. But don't get too caught up into that and start using the martial art in a negative way to take advantage of other people, of weaker people or whatever. You want to learn from people that are wise and people that will use martial arts in a peaceful way in order to spread peace to this world. You don't want to use martial arts as a way to further increase the violence of this world. Okay? So time is up. Take care.